That's the other thing. People are saying that Slim can't die.
Mm.
Like, you can't kill off Slim Shady. Like, it's always going to be an alter ego, like spiritual kind of thing that just always revolves around Marshall. Quite interesting.
I thought it was brilliant.
It was absolutely
brilliant as shit.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like in biblical terms, you know, like if there's another voice that's inside of you that's speaking, like they say it's the devil's voice. So, you ever heard of MK Ultra?
So what is it? Like, what's the deal with MK Ultra? I've heard that whatever it is, but what is MK Ultra?
Basically, the CIA in the 50s.
SouLivate.
I'm yawning again. Screw you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So yeah, I watched like a good half of it for the most part.
You didn't watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing because
it didn't grip you. Oh
no, it did. I slumped the hell out last night because it was late when you sent me that, John. I was watching it and then my ass just slumped. But I watched it. It was quite interesting. I can't lie. I think there's actually, I wrote a couple of different things down, like just in my phone that from what I have.
Yeah.
Just, you know, things that people said and like, or not people said, but things that was talked about in the actual video. And like, I went to the internet, kind of sourced out some people saying things too and what everybody's been, you know, what the kids have been saying and shit. It's kind of cool.
First, I want to hear your opinion, man.
I mean, the whole debate itself from what I saw was, I mean, it was satire. It was hilarious in, you know, its own retrospect, but it was also really quite interesting.
I thought it was brilliant.
It was absolutely
brilliant as shit.
Absolutely, 100%.
And you know what was really freaking brilliant to me, because I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and I'm like, and it made it seem like that Slim Shady really exists outside of Eminem. Like there's like it's two different dudes, bro.
You think I know, like straight up. It was cool too when you actually watch the video. You could tell the dude's AI.
Yeah, it's AI.
It's straight AI all the way. You know what I mean? But it's cool because like the way he sounds and the way he's talking, like, bro, that shit's like that shit. Like, I thought Deadass thought Bull was existing.
That shit gave me goosebumps, because at first, it's good that you brought up the AI, right? Like, because first I thought that it was M just dressing up like himself back in the day, but nah. And the fact that it was AI, with everything that's going on in our world with AI, and to bring back Slim Shady like that, bro, and to have him actually speak and like just be himself, yo, that shit blew, like that shit was brilliant, bro.
It's crazy too, because it throws a lot of the OG fans back to that phase of time, like, you know, when Bull was actually around, and like, you know, he had the white hair, and you know, he was outlandish, he was on drugs, he was doing all this crazy shit, like speaking outside of the box, like, you know, it's just cool to see how in modern day we can throw it back to something, or the time period of that, you know, through AI. You know, there's a lot of down talk on AI, but that was damn cool.
My brother, just peep the scene and try to imagine this, right? I think it was like 2001. Slim Shady / Eminem, he's at the award show, right? I think it was either MTV Musical Awards or the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
So he's receiving a Grammy or an award, whatever. He comes up on stage, and right before he makes his speech, he goes into his pocket to make it seem like he's about to pull out notes and shit.
Yeah.
And he brings his hand back up, and a bunch of pills just spill on the ground, bro. like, you know, it was staged, but just imagine, you're not gonna see shit like this in this day and age, bro. Just a bunch of pills just fall all over, son. Like, this was the Slim Shady, bro. And that's why it's a good thing that you brought up to us, like old school fans, like watching this shit. I was like, yo, Slim is sitting there, bro. Like 1999, Slim Shady is sitting there, bro.
Bro is hanging out with Marshall right now.
crazy. But I thought the debate and the satire was like brilliant. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
I think the other cool thing too, I mean, like one thing that was kind of called out, I mean, relatively through the debate was like Relapse is a classic. That's the big talk that's going on the internet right now. Personally, for Relapse, I think when I first heard it, like when it first came, well, I don't know what year it came out, but when I just first heard it in my life, I think I was really heavy on it for a period of time. I never forgot about the album, but
I thought it was, yo, like I don't want to knock on anybody, but like Slim Shady fans from back in the day, most of us agreed to the fact that it was whack, bro.
Like, it's weird. Like, yeah, I mean, people on the internet are saying that it's kind of insane that he called it a classic, at least out of his mouth. But who knows? I mean, maybe he didn't feel like that, growing up or having that out.
You know what's a bitch though is like society was all like, oh, he's on drugs, he's popping them pills. As soon as he made Relapse, people are like, yo, why are you not on drugs? You don't sound the same no more, bro. Like, what the fuck?
You don't sound nothing like Slim. You shitting me? Sound crazy. Nothing like him, bro.
But that's good. So what were people saying? People were debating the whole claim about Relapse being a classic. Is that what you have?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people are saying that it's nice to see, Eminem, he's like bringing his personality back out. Yes. He's goofing off a little more. He's kind of showing that, that fun side of him again. Calling Relapse obviously a classic was fucking insane. People are spectating that there could be a possible Relapse 2. I mean, I don't know if there ever would. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think there would be. But goddamn, if they did that, that'd be, not they, but if Eminem did that, that would be insane.
Yeah.
So there's that.
It's crazy how you said they, man, because imagine, man, like it was two dudes sitting there, bro. Like it's one dude, but it's two dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
I'm still reading into it right now, just on Reddit, like whatever stuff people have been saying and stuff. Saying that pretty much like Slim never died. That's the other thing. People are saying that Slim can't die. Like you can't kill off Slim Shady. Like it's always going to be an alter ego, like spiritual kind of thing that just always revolves around Marshall. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like, even with this album being the death of Slim Shady, do you think that, he's actually gone? Or do you think that's the end of an era? What do you think?
No. Well, last time you said that, and you said it like brilliant, man. I highlighted when you said that shit in the video, because what you said at the end is, if it's the end of the era of Slim Shady, he didn't go out with a bang. Yeah. You know what I mean? So to your point, if enough people are gonna say what you are saying, he's gonna take that to heart, bro. So I don't think so, man. You know what I'm sitting here and thinking about, like this whole theory that it's like a satanic ritual to have an alter ego like that.
This is SouLivate.
You ever heard?
What?
Yeah, you ever heard about that, bro?
No, that's a thing. I don't know nothing about no Satanism or any of that shit.
Yeah, you got
put me on.
Yeah, you got to look that shit up, man. It's a whole thing out there. Well, like in biblical terms, like if there's another voice that's inside of you that's speaking, like they say it's the devil's voice. So there you go, man. Because if you think of like all the major artists, man, they all have some sort of, like, if you ever listen to like a Beyonce interview, she says that when she comes on stage, Sasha comes out, like she has another like alter ego. So they're equating that to like being a satanic ritual. And have you heard about the whole like Hollywood satanic like crap and stuff? Yeah, so basically it's
I haven't heard everything about it. Like I haven't read into it, but I've like heard speculative, news feeds and fucking articles written about, Illuminati this and fucking like Pentagon that, like
because like I could go on about it for days, but I don't want to do that, because like even you ever heard of MK Ultra?
So what is it? Like, what's the deal with MK Ultra? I've heard that whatever it is, but what is MK Ultra?
Basically, the CIA in the 50s started to do studies about mind control. And the very first incident you know, that was widely known is this guy. He no, this lady, it was like 1955. This lady at about 11 o'clock at night, she went to a grocery store with her young daughter. So she leaves the daughter. The daughter was like 7 years old, but this is the 50s. She leaves the daughter outside to wait for her. It's, mind you, it's 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you could do that. Today, you couldn't.
Yeah.
She goes inside the store, and then out of nowhere, a guy comes out from the near woods and just slaughters the little girl and like makes it a bloody mess. So they arrest the guy, they take him to jail, and mind you, he doesn't know what happened. So they started to look into it. They started to look into it, and what happened was this dude was just walking by like nothing was going. All of a sudden, he gets triggered. He goes, he makes this crazy bloody mess with this girl. So you know, people. So basically, if you know that in the 20th century there was a Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. So just like the Soviet Union would do, you know, experiments with you know, telekinesis and things like that, so was the CIA doing, because they wanted to infiltrate, you know, the Soviet Union. So they developed what's called MK Ultra, and basically in one way or another they infiltrate your brain. And there are countless of videos on the internet of like Lady Gaga and like all of these artists where they look like they don't know what's going on, like something else is controlling them.
This is SouLivate.
Dada, can I have one picture, Dada, please?
Stop pushing, boys.
Dada, you've got 8 days, can I have one picture?
Yeah, I have a whole series because I did like I did like a whole video series, because you know the other podcast, Prove to Me That You're Alive, and like I have the show Food for Thought, like it's based on like all of these quote unquote conspiracy things. So I was just wondering like what you think about that, man. But
I mean, that's absolutely insane. I mean, I never knew, like I've heard things. I mean, I believe in aliens and such, you know, just, you know, things out of the ordinary. I've not fallen down the rabbit hole of MK Ultra, but this is very interesting because stuff like this, I mean, God, I'm so interested in these weird kind of things.
yeah, even
So crazy.
even the term conspiracy was coined around the same time as MK Ultra, because you know they wanted to make the whole like, you know, all these stories, they wanted to make it abnormal in a human, you know, in the society's mind. So they put like this stamp on it. Oh, it's a conspiracy. So now when we hear the word conspiracy, we think, oh, that's a weirdo, like foil head, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we dismiss it right away. And this is all I have to say about this is we have to realize that dynasties and corporations run the world. We live in a
absolutely
capitalistic world, and all it is, it's these dynasties and these corporations, they're competing for profit. They're competing for resources, they're competing for profit. So it's not out of abnormal, you know, to think that there might be, you know, Freemasonry, and like it's not the Illuminati, like, because they also messed our heads up with all of that. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. SouLivate is about music, bro.
We're about to fall down the fucking History Channel section of SouLivate.
Yeah. Even though you know, we drop jewels on it and everything like that, man. But you know, we could whatever. We can kick it about that later. But so what do you think if there's gonna be a battle, actual battle between Slim Shady and Eminem, man?
I mean, personally, I think there's going to be. I mean, at this point, if they sat there and went on the internet to make a full-blown debate about these two,
do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Absolutely. I would to see his alter ego go head to head with his ass rapping, bro. Come on, that's like watching SpongeBob on a Friday. That's pure entertainment. Like, that's awesome.
Do you think as a society we're more attracted to Slim Shady rather than Eminem, or do you think it's split?
I have to go with Slim Shady. I'm gonna be honest, because that's what people know. When people think of Eminem, they think of Slim Shady.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at least maybe the youth. That's how I'd see it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that nowadays people think of Slim Shady first with Eminem, and to see both of them go head to head in a battle, rapping their head off, bro, that's gonna shake the internet. And it's gonna take all the old heads and bring them so much joy to see that come back.
Yes. I second that, man. Yeah, but do you like honestly, man, think about it. Like, why do you think we're so attracted to like the outlandish shit way more, man?
Oh, damn. I mean, I think it's because it's controversial. I mean, you know, people love controversy. You know, I think people should start gravitating away from the negativity. But you know, it's kind of the same feeling you get when you go to a comedy show, right? You know, you know you're going to a comedy show to watch somebody, you know, say a bunch of nut ass shit for like 2-3 hours and make you laugh. You know, it's kind of the same with Eminem, whereas like when you dive into an Eminem situation or a Slim situation, you know you're getting into it to hear what he comes from, and that's from being outspoken, and that's from being a nutball and like saying shit that people don't have the nuts to say, you know, and that's what you're getting in for. People miss that grit, and now especially nowadays, people miss that grit and that, you know, that impact that, you know, uncut raw truth and honesty and opinion, you know, can shine through in music, you know. So that's why I think people might gravitate towards it, because we don't have enough of it.
You know what I think it really is? I think that Slim Shady represents like the deepest, most hidden layers of human nature.
Yeah.
And everyone is so afraid because of social norms to let these sides of us out. So whenever we actually see it, we're like, holy shit, like fucking I thought about this, but I don't have
like,
the balls to say it.
I can't say it to my mom or my dad, but he said it, so that's cool.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think he just, you know, represents the most like disgusting, like crazy, you know, human nature side of humanity, man. And he does it, man. And he can blame it on the alter ego, which is cool.
He can. That's the thing. It's like I feel like nowadays his alter ego is like the barrier. Like growing up, that was him. You know what I'm saying? People knew him for Slim Shady, and that was his alter ego, but he lived through his alter ego. Right? Now it's like his alter ego is like a window. You know what I'm saying? It transformed from the real thing itself into the window, right? And everybody's outside of that window trying to get in, but bro's out here talking that shit, you know what I'm saying, to protect who he really is inside. I can't do hand tricks, but yeah.
Listen, I don't want to be another race hustler, because I think there's a bunch of race hustlers in America, and I don't really like want to bring race into it. But you probably don't know, but because you've been so busy. But lately on the Vlad TV channel, because this dude is such a freaking race hustler, he constantly asks people, his guests, the same question that he's been asking for years. And I wanted to ask you this question. Is Eminem and are white people guests in hip hop?
SouLivate.